going on, everybody? Welcome to another Friday video, and today we are looking back at the 40-gallon breeder here behind me, because at the end of last year I had a really exciting surprise, and I want to go ahead and share it with you guys now. Alright, so last time we looked at this tank, I did a little bit of work with rescaping and added in a few caves for my clown plecos. Things have changed again. I'm working on a few things for this tank and probably going to change a few things going on with it, but we'll talk about that in a later video. But today I want to focus on the big thing that happened after that change. Not more than probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks after going through that whole scaping process and adding in those pleco caves, my clown plecos actually spawned, and my mind was completely blown. I've been hoping to breed this fish ever since I started keeping them, probably about 5-6 years ago. And I guess between really power feeding this tank and lowering the temperature down probably about 3 or 4 degrees when I got in my panda cories, I think that was just perfect conditions, and it went ahead and triggered a spawn for them. So the fryer up here in this breeder box right now, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out some of the stuff I have in there for them to hide under, so we can take a better look at them. Here you can get a really good look at how well these guys are growing up. I do have 10 of the clown pleco fry in this breeder box, which is a Zis breeder box in case anyone's wondering. I'm probably gonna have to go back and do a really good review on this box because it is definitely one of my favorites that I have used so far. But anyways, that's beside the point. The pleco fry in here hatched out around mid-October of last year, and eventually, I think after about 2 weeks time, they came out of the cave, and at this point they are pushing about 1/2 inch. To give you a good scale, the brightest red cherry shrimp in there and the ram's horn snail in there are about that same size. So just to give you a point of reference there, you're seeing the Farlowella fry scooting around the screen too. After I did the rescape, I stuck them in here as well just to keep a little bit of an eye on them, because I did notice one of them had a little bit of a fin rot going on, which is the one all the way on the left, and so it's actually missing part of its caudal fin. He's kind of my poor little disabled Farlowella, but he actually swims right up there with the rest of them. And since I was going to possibly do a little bit more messing around with the tank, I've just left him in here. But them and the pleco fry are getting along, and I'm just super excited to finally have some pleco fry in this tank. From the clown plecos. But anyways, I started out with 10 fry, and I do still have 10 in here. They are a pretty hardy fish, so I wasn't quite expecting any losses, but again, being that this was the first time breeding them, I wasn't really too sure what to expect. I've been pretty much feeding these guys regularly a mix of Rapashi, mainly the Morning Wood blend, veggie pellets, Hikari Vibra bites. They do get some brine shrimp and bloodworms here and there, and also some canned green beans. So they've been getting a good mix, and they also have the wood that they graze on. Since I do now have all the plecos in this tank growing out, I have upped the water changes in this tank a bit. Been doing about 50% weekly, just to make sure I don't have any issues crop up, especially since this is also a display tank. I don't want any imbalances to cause any major algae blooms, other than the cladophora algae that I have in here, which I do enjoy. But I think that's all there is to say about these guys right now. I'm just really excited that my clown plecos finally bred after all this time, and I wanted to catch you guys up and show you what's been going on with them. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me in this tank today. Stay tuned for future videos. There's going to be a few rescapes and a little bit of work being done on some of my tanks coming up. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.